Welcome to a beautiful restorative yoga practice. I'm happy to be here with you. We are going to be using one yoga block for our practice tonight. And we're actually going to start with that block. So we want to use like the long edge. And the idea is that we're going to lay back in a second on the block and let that edge kind of support the back of the neck. So this should not be painful. If you feel like you need an extra block, you want to put it behind the first one just in case. As we set ourselves up, we're going to lay back. And again, just take that block, see if you can nestle it so that the edges are right at the base of your skull and the top of the shoulders. We'll give ourselves a few breaths right here. Beginning a little different than we normally do, activating through these pressure points as a way to right away release some stress or tension from the neck. Take a few more breaths right here. Setting an intention to melt into our practice this evening. And keeping that head on the block, it feels good to move slightly from side to side. It's almost like the block is going to massage against the back of the neck. So if that feels good, you can find just a slight movement. If that feels like too much, we can keep our neck neutral. Not forcing, not straining. If we're rocking the head, we'll even out side to side. Then come back to center with an inhale. Exhale, remove the block, set it to the side, lower the head to the earth, hands alongside the body. Full breath in. Exhale it out. Let's do a couple more just like that. Breathe in and out. With an inhale, extend the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Let's take an exhale, wrap the hands around the back of that right leg, shoulders down. And then start to circle the right foot at the ankle. From here, we're going to switch directions, take a few rotations the opposite way. Good. Relax through the right foot, keeping the leg extended. We can hold right here, shoulders down. If you want a little bit more sensation, slide the left foot out. Maybe we move the left foot just an inch forward. Maybe we straighten that leg all the way to the ground. Good. Exhale, release the grip, lower the right foot to the mat. Keep the left leg long, or if it's not, straighten that left leg out in front of you. Then let's open our right knee towards the right side of our space, placing the bottom of that right foot against the inside of the left leg. If you'd like, you can use the block underneath the right knee for a little bit of support. Even if your hips are fairly flexible, sometimes that can be a nice variation. If we've got the block handy, we want to check it out. Go ahead and slide it underneath the right leg. Let's take a few moments, again, practicing our intention, softening, melting into the mat, unclenching our fists, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, softening the jaw. About 30 more seconds right here. Inhale, lift the right knee back to center. Exhale, let's put a bend to the left knee, placing that left foot next to the right. Rock both knees from side to side. Couple times. And let's come back to center. Inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Wrap the hands around the back of the left leg, head, neck, and shoulders down. And circle the left foot around a couple times. We'll switch directions. Take another breath. Relax through the left foot, keeping the leg extended. We can hold here. Begin to slide that right leg out. Relaxing through both legs. Even as the left leg is extended up, see if you can unclench the muscles that surround the bones. Exhale, we'll release our grip, lower the left foot to the ground. Right leg straightens out in front of you if it's not already. And then let's open the left knee towards the left side of the mat. If you used a block on the first side, even it out, put the block on the left. And let's give ourselves a few moments to melt into the earth. Whatever image that calls up for you. Maybe we imagine like an ice cube melting or warm butter, ice cream, right? Whatever visual is helpful. What happens when it melts, right? It starts to spread out, take up more room, allowing ourselves that same ability right here. Inhale, lift the left leg up to center. Exhale, let's put a bend into the right knee, placing the right foot next to the left. Rock the knees side to side. With an exhale, we'll roll all the way over to one side in fetal pose, bringing the head down on the bottom bicep as the knees tuck up into the chest. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Inhale. We'll press ourselves up to a seat, taking your time, grabbing hold of that block as we rise, finding our way to our seat. Let's place the block on the right side of us in line with the hip. Good. And then we'll bring the right hand onto our block, sweep the left arm overhead. Exhale, find a side body stretch to the right. You can bend the right elbow or lower down to the forearm. Notice if the left sits bone lifted as we reach through that arm. Try to remain grounded. You can let our head fall to the right. Let's take a few more breaths here. Inhale, we're going to rise up to center. Exhale, lower that left hand down. And dropping the palms to the knees, we'll breathe in. Breathe it out. Good. Once more, big breath in. Exhale it out. Grab hold of that block, bring it over to the left side in line with the hip. Bring our left hand onto the block. The right arm will sweep high. Inhale. Exhale, big side body stretch. So many of us spend much of our day locked up in some way, right? Whether we are just busy, we don't take the time to stretch, or We're traveling, we're trying not to take up too much room, to be polite. As we breathe here, allow yourself to expand in all ways. Letting go of anything that weighs you down, makes you feel small. 2 more breaths right here. Good. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Exhale, release, lower the hands to the knees. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the head to the chest, chin down. And with an inhale, let's take a slow, deliberate neck roll, circling our head all the way around. Exhale, the chin comes back down to the chest. We'll begin our circle again as we breathe in. Complete this circle and maybe take one more. When we're ready, we'll switch directions, circling our head the opposite way. Evening out through both sides, we'll meet with our chin to our chest. Inhale, lift the head up to center. Good. Exhale, open up those legs to a wide V. If your hips are really tight, or again, just as an option, if you want to check it out, you can use the block underneath you as a seat. Sometimes especially if those hips feel really tight, right, the knees are bent, sitting on the block can help the legs just like melt down using gravity to like let go of that tension. So it's an option if you'd like it. And then we're going to walk our fingertips out in front of us, taking our chest forward, keeping the seat down. Breathe here. Each exhale giving us a chance to release, maybe come a little closer to the ground. Noticing if we're holding that tension in our knees, our ankles, the hips, any of those joints. Stay here for about 30 more seconds, maybe walking those fingertips a little further forward, scanning up one leg and back down the other. As we inhale, we're going to walk ourselves back up to a seat. Take your time. Draw the heels together at the top of the mat, keeping those knees straight. Hands will rest on our lap. If we're sitting on the block, we're going to come off, set that block to the side. With our legs straight, hands to our lap, breathe in. Exhale, lower the right ear to the right shoulder. Just isolating the left side of the neck. We could stay here or take the left hand behind the back. As we take the left hand behind us, the fingertips might point up the spine. So we feel that opening through the left shoulder, down the bicep, even into the elbow or wrist, perhaps. Good. Exhale, lower the chin to the chest, release the left hand, and inhale, lift the head back up to center. Taking our time as we rise, inhale, exhale it out. Once more, big breath in. Now exhale, lower the left ear over to the left shoulder. We're isolating the right side here. So again, hands could stay to the lap. We could take our right hand behind us, wrapping the forearm back, maybe pointing the fingertips up the spine. Good. Press that heart forward. Try not to collapse into the chest. Let's take a few more breaths right here. And exhale, release the right hand from behind you. Lower the chin to the chest. Keeping our chin to the chest, weave the fingers together. Place the palms at the base of the skull, elbows point down. We're not pulling or yanking on the head, just adding some weight. Feeling the tension between our shoulder blades melt away. Release the grip of your hands. Inhale, lift that head all the way up to center. And exhale, just shake those shoulders out, roll them out. Good. We'll keep the right leg extended as we put a bend to the left knee. Heel toe the left foot towards the outside edge of the mat, and then slide the foot back as the knee drops down. The knee doesn't come to the ground. You can put the block underneath the left knee for support, right? So left knee is either on the ground or the block. Then we'll take our hands around the right leg, looking at the right big toe. Notice if we're leaning to the right a little bit, try to keep that weight balanced between the palms. As we exhale, walk the fingertips forward, lower the forehead down towards that right knee. Five more breaths right here. Inhale, walk yourself all the way up. Keep the legs as they are and drop the fingers behind you. Let the head drop back open through the heart. Breathe in. Exhale it out. One more just like this. Inhale, we'll come back up to center. Support the left knee as we lift that leg up and swing the left foot around, straightening our left leg next to the right. Breathe in and out. Inhale, put a bend to the right knee. Heel toe the right foot out. Slide the foot back as the knee drops down. Good. Now, again, if the knee doesn't come to the floor on that right side, the block is really helpful underneath that joint. Once we've got our legs in place, hands surround the left leg, looking at the left big toe. Again, this could be right where we stay, or walk those hands out. Try not to lean too much to the left. Rounding forehead towards the left knee. Inhale, let's walk ourselves all the way up to a seat. Keep the legs as they are. Drop the hands behind you and let the head drop into the shoulder cradle we've created. Pushing the heart up, opening the rib cage. 2 more breaths. Inhale, we're going to walk ourselves up to a seat. Exhale, bring the right hand to the knee, support that leg as we lift it up and swing it around. Good. Go ahead and shake out the knees, circle the feet, wiggle the toes. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Good. Then let's make sure we know where our block is at. We're going to lower all the way to our back. So if you need to scooch a little bit up the mat, make some room to lay down. If you're on live with me, give me just 1 second. I have to mute out and then I will join you on my back. So, okay, I'm back. So we're laying on our backs. We've got that block within arm's reach. Hands are going to drop to our sides. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Then let's take an inhale. Pick up the left knee, cross it over the right, knee over knee, just like we would normally cross our legs, opening our arms to a wide T. Breathe in here. Exhale, drop both legs over to the right, turning the head to the left. Twisting out the spine. Right knee will encourage that left leg to go deeper into the twist as the knee presses on the calf. Inhale, let's bring those legs back up to center. Exhale, uncross the left knee from the right. Bring both feet to the floor. Breathe in and breathe it out. With our next inhale, pick up the right knee, cross it over the left, knee over knee. Breathe in right here, arms stay in that T. Exhale, knees will fall to the left as our head turns to the right. Each breath giving us a chance to soften a little more, find some expansion. Give ourselves permission to take up room. Twisting out and letting go of anything that keeps us small. Inhale. Let's bring the knees back to center, neck to neutral as we exhale, uncross the right knee from the left. Both feet to the earth. We'll rock the knees side to side. And then bring the knees back to center. Heel toe the feet apart to opposite edges of the mat. We're going to drop the knees in towards each other. Feeling the internal rotation of the legs from the hip sockets. Inhale, let's bring our knees back to center. Heel toe the feet towards each other. Grab hold of your block. Press through the feet. Lift the hips. Slide the block underneath your sacrum. So it's not the low back, right? It's below the low back, just above your butt and around the tailbone, maybe a little lower. Hips stay elevated as we open our knees in opposite directions. Soles of the feet together to touch. Our hands can come to our sides with the palms facing up. With the hips elevated, again, we're using gravity to create some space. So we don't have to force or push. Noticing the magic that happens when we can just be. Inhale, let's draw the knees together. Bring the feet to the floor. Exhale, we'll press through the feet to lift the hips. Slide the block out from underneath you and lower down to the back. Stretching the legs all the way out in front of you. The arms will reach overhead. Take a big early morning stretch. Then exhale, open the heels away from each other. Release the hands. Perhaps they go wide to a T. Take up as much room, as much space on the floor as you can. Then we'll check in to see if there's anything else that our body needs. Anything that would help us to feel expansive or to melt deeper into the floor. If you have a weighted blanket and you want to put it on for our final Shavasana, please feel free. As we drop our hands to our sides, taking up some room, we find rest. Let's begin to reawaken ourselves, deepening the breath, brushing our thumb against the fingertips, moving through the toes, allowing those movements to grow and expand. Then we'll rise up to a seat when we're ready, transitioning through any additional postures, movements that help us to rise. And as we come back together in this comfortable seat on our mat, we'll draw the hands to our hearts, eyes closed. Taking an opportunity to thank ourselves and each other for being here, for sharing in this space, and reminding ourselves that it's okay to take up this space. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead as we bow with respect. Namaste.